Biggest population increase on record. Welcome to this week's edition of Money Matters, because I genuinely, passionately believe that money does matter. Money gives you choices. Just published by the Office for National Statistics, 2022, the number of people coming to the UK, round numbers, 1.2 million. Number of people leaving the UK, round numbers, 600,000. So net immigration, net people arriving in the UK over people leaving the UK, 606,000 people. Think about that. Our office in the UK, our main office, is in Doncaster. Doncaster's a city. Population of Doncaster is roughly 300,000 people. So that's roughly like having two cities arriving. Let's have a look at some of the reasons why people come to the UK and what's that got to do with money. My name's Paul Smith, Touchstone Education. I've been a property investor for 40 odd years now. That has allowed me to move to Monaco, allowed me to have a lovely boat, and allowed me to have so many choices in my life. And as part of being in Monaco, I've got to know a couple of lovely individuals, well, many lovely individuals, but two in particular, Victoria and Andrew. And I've interviewed them both on this channel before, and I wish them all the best. Why have they decided to move to the UK? Dead simple. Victoria she's a singer. She's a rock opera singer. And she was just recording her latest album, in a recording studio. I think it was like 5:30 in the morning or whatever. You know, these singers do crazy things. And she woke up to all these loud bangs. And that was the day that she was in Kiev at the time, and that was the day that Russia invaded the Ukraine. Why have those two decided to move to the UK? They temporarily came to Monaco and then out to the UK, well, because of the war in the Ukraine. And we were very proud to help with that process in terms of, helping with sponsors and so on. So is that a genuine, legitimate reason for people to end up in the UK? I think so. Do we want people to live in war zones and get killed? No, we don't. So why do we in the UK get on our high horse about illegal immigration and they shouldn't be coming here and they shouldn't be taking our houses? Do you know what they should be doing in the UK? What we should have is a government that knows what it's doing. Because in 2020, the Conservatives said, at the time Boris and his mates, and now it's Rishi, said, immigration, it's out of control. What we're going to do is we're going to fix it. And when they said that in 2020, 2021, net immigration to the UK was, round numbers, 400,000. So they put these various policies in place, and what happened? It went up by 50% to the highest number on record ever. And generally, when the government says we're going to do this, that happens. So what they said is, 400,000 is far too many, let's get the number down. Sod it, it's 600,000. How did that happen? Well, I don't know. You tell me. You're the ones in charge. You're the ones with the stripes and the money and the parties in Downing Street while all the rest of us were locked down. What is the actual solution? The actual solution is to build more houses. So the government, way back in 2017, Jeremy Hunt, I think it was at the time, said, we know that the population's going up. We know that we don't have enough houses. We know we've got a housing crisis already. And we know the projection is the population is going to get even bigger. So what we'll do is we'll build 300,000 houses a year from 2017 to now. So this is 6 years later. How many years of the last 6 have they built 300,000 houses? Have a guess. Go on. So out of those 6 years where they were going to build 300,000 houses, they said they were going to do this. 0. So for a football match, Rishi, you are currently losing 6-0. Recent study by Heriot Watt University now says we need to build not 300,000 anymore. We're even vaguely going to catch up on the wrong figures, because to catch up, assuming the government's forecasts were right, well, that's 200,000 people that wouldn't have been in the UK from last year, isn't it? So ignoring them, ignoring the fact the government are going to screw it up, the current figure is more than 350,000 houses. Is the current completion rate, is the current number of properties being built in the UK going up or down? Year on year? Yeah, down. So population is going up and up and up, and the available supply of housing is going down and down and down. I want to give people a chance in this life. I want to help people to have safe, warm, comfortable accommodation, a roof over their head, their own front door. I genuinely want to do that. Landlords get very bad press. Why? Because the government uses them like a political football. It kicks the living daylights out of them at every opportunity. And so guess what? There's an ever-increasing number of landlords leaving the rental sector. So we've got this massive problem. It's getting bigger. There's more and more people arriving. We're not building enough houses. In fact, we're building less houses. And what's the government's answer? Well, the very people that can actually help us, let's go and beat the hell out of them and charge them extra tax and stamp duty and all sorts of things. So they're all leaving. I'm actually on a bit of a crusade crusade. I would like you to join me, to help me, to build more houses, to put more houses in the private rented sector, whether that's buying a house and turn it into an HMO, a house of multiple occupation. So instead of one family living there, you could have multiple families living there. Whether it's buying an old pub or a restaurant or a hotel that's shut down and turning it into a load of flats. That's a commercial conversion. In a broad sense, what I want to do is make more homes available for people to live in, because I know the population of the UK is going to keep going up. And I genuinely believe if you provide a massively valuable service that's of significance, you will be handsomely rewarded for it. And precisely because so many people are leaving, if you're one of the people that decides to stay or join, the rewards, the rent, the capital appreciation is more than ever. In December, January 2022/2023, so 6 months ago from when I'm recording this, I said, because of population pressure, because of various other factors, the house price in the UK is going to go up. And all these so-called experts that have, probably not got a buy-to-let and probably live in their mum's front room or something, said in the papers, oh no, the price of houses is going to go down because of, the macroeconomic situation. Absolute twaddle. We're now 6 months into 2023. What's happened year on year to the price of houses? It's gone up. How much? Well, it depends where you live. It depends what kind of house. And the government are now confused.com. Why? They can't work out why the price of houses is going up. We're not very hard. So if you're watching this, Rishi, you're not building enough houses, there's too many people, and money is historically cheap. Why is money historically cheap? Because every country in the world is mortgaged up to its eyeballs with national debt. It's called quantitative easing. So prices are shooting up. What's going to happen in the next 6 months? They're going to go up even faster. If you want to do a fantastic thing, help the housing crisis, help people that really need your help, immigrants of one kind and another, and in the process make huge capital gains and fabulous rental profits, then what you need to do is learn more about Touchstone education, get yourself educated, learn about tax breaks, property types, and all sorts of stuff. Each and every one of you are wonderful. I've been Paul. See you next time.